If you spotted Colleen Kochannek on the street, you would know it instantly. You'd notice her bold red glasses first, then her red short hair, followed by her petite stature, and finally those red Converse shoes. I haven't asked Colleen if her style is an intentional choice to reflect her third act, but I assume that she's boldly stepped into the person she's meant to be, and that includes a signature style that's uniquely her. She says that her third act is her first life. That statement alone got the internet reeling. How could this be your first life at 58 years old? They wanted to know. But I know exactly what she means. The way we move in this world is by and large predefined by a set of scripts that have been created before we entered this world. The ones that define how we operate within our families, communities, culture, and society. Those scripts can block us from listening to our own voice, the voice that tells us what we really want. So I invited Colleen onto the podcast today to tell us about the contrast of her second act, the wake-up call that laid the groundwork for her third act, and how listening to her voice now is creating a life on her terms. Or, as she says, the one I'm building now is by me, for me, and about me. Hello, Colleen. Welcome to the Bold Moves How Do You Know podcast.
Thank you so much, Kristen. I am so excited to be here. I loved all of the intros.
Right. It's really resonant, right? You can relate a ton, just even thinking back to your own life, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I am so excited because you are my first guest of season 5, and I'm on cloud 9 that I'm back in action and you're here with me.
Yay, back in action. 5 seasons, man. Congratulations. That is amazing. That's really incredible.
As I reflect on it, about 3.5 years for the 5 seasons, it keeps rolling because there's so many stories to tell. There's so much to learn. Humanity is a very complex subject that we are continuing to peel back the layers on here because honestly, we have to understand ourselves in order to make the bold moves. And so, yeah, that's what I'm excited about our conversation today. You're here. I knew you would be with your red glasses. We can't see your shoes, but you're always sporting a colorful palette. And so I do want to know, is this style that you have become known for, your signature style, is it something that you have created to mirror your internal identity? Has it helped you embrace a new way of life that you've taken on now in your third act?
I think it's maybe a little bit all of the above. Quite frankly, it is just me finally getting to do me, right? So I was corporate for many decades. And of course, you have the corporate uniform, which does not typically include red Converse chucks or wild clothing. And so that was the back burner for a long time. And once I was laid off, and also I should say, I grew up in a very kind of not conservative, like religious family, but more conservative, just more preppy and I don't know, just more muted. And so, but it never felt right. So I'm just in this era of I'm doing me. And if I'm excited about it, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And I'm all about the comfort now too. I'm not wearing uncomfortable shoes anymore. I'm not doing that.
I love it. I'm in the same place. I'm like, if I'm working from home remotely, I'm in some stretchy, nice jogger pants that feel
Yes,
comfortable and actually don't even really feel like I'm wearing anything.
exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so let's get into it. You're calling this era that you're in right now your selfish era. And I want to know, what does that mean to you?
Bottom line, what it means is I consider myself first in every decision. Me first in every single decision. And it's a very new place to be. As you mentioned before, so much of our lives are predefined, prescripted, all the things, the family you're born into, your community, your culture, the bloody patriarchy, all of those things. And this is the first time in my life where I'm just like, what do I want? Not what do they think I should want, not
Mhm.
what will make them comfortable. What do I want? And so I'm calling it my selfish era. And sometimes it rubs people the wrong way. I'm like, I'm living my best damn life. Like, I'm telling you now, like this selfish thing, there's something to it. There's something to it for sure.
Yeah, I wonder if it pokes the bear a little bit because it actually shows somebody else that they're not doing it their way, and so maybe that's the cause of the reaction.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is patriarchal structure. We're taught as women our value comes from our function for others, doing for others, making sure others are comfortable, making sure others have what they need. It's always about other people. And we're taught that when we do for ourselves, it's literally harming other people, right? Because you're not doing for them first. And so the label selfish was really given a very negative connotation. And
Mhm.
I don't think it is. I think we need to be selfish first. Selfish first, because it's the oxygen mask analogy. If you are not taking care of yourself first, it doesn't matter. It won't matter.
The oxygen mask analogy always holds up, and yet we're so quick to forget about it. What are the things that you are doing in your selfish era to really become the woman who puts herself first?
Honestly, I am just letting myself try things on for size. Like it's nothing more complicated than that because I say, I don't really know what I want. I just said we all know what we want. I don't really know what I want or what my end goal is. So now my goal is to just follow my curiosity and
Mhm.
see what sticks and then what doesn't, toss aside and keep going.
Mhm.
I'm on a year right now, a nomadic journey where I'm house and pet sitting across the country. No specific goal in mind other than to shake things up and see what I come across along the way, what's interesting to me. And I've already learned, like, this is really, and this is, I just did a video the other day. I'm in this property now up in New England, this big, beautiful home, big, beautiful property. It's stunning. It's
Love it.
stunning. And what it reminded me of was I had a big, beautiful home at one time. And I've lamented that, like, oh, that was so nice to have that. I'm in this big, beautiful house now. And I'm like, nope, I don't need this again. This is a lot of toilets to clean. This is a lot of
Mhm.
work. And it's just, I'm letting myself try things on to see what sticks
Mhm.
because I don't need to use my past as what I have to have in the future. And so what I want in the future is totally unknown to me until I come across it. That's
Yes.
the big move is just to try things on for size.